Hey folks, Todd here. Today we're going to install the BAKFlip MX4 from RealTruck on this 2024 GMC Canyon. The tools I'll be using for this installation are a ratchet with a 1/2-inch socket, a Phillips head screwdriver, and scissors. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, now the first thing we want to do is install our bulkhead seal, but before we do that, what we're going to do is clean off the top surface with some rubbing alcohol. Now I'm using 91% isopropyl. You want to use something similar to that, something like at least 70%. Go ahead and wipe down that surface. What that does is that removes any kind of residues that might be on the surface, like wax buildup or soap residue, that sort of thing. All right, we're going to let that dry. While we're letting that dry, we're going to go ahead and take our bulkhead seal, cut that off. We're going to stretch that out. And go ahead and peel back a little bit of the protector from the adhesive. Just pull a few inches back. Be careful as you're pulling this off. If it starts to tear, make sure you pull that away from it. We're going to pull that to the side. Now, this is going to be placed on top of the bulkhead, kind of as far back away from the cab as possible before it starts to roll down into the bed of the truck. So we're going to put it right up along here. So all the way up against the bed cap. And then kind of bear down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and pull out a length. And let that drop down in place. If you have a spray and bed liner, push straight down, don't stretch it, because it will stretch or retract back if you stretch it. When we get to the other side, go ahead and cut it into place up against the bed cap. All right, now we can go ahead and work on the rail. Okay, next what we're going to do is we are going to find our driver's side rail. Now, up towards the front, we're going to have the drain cup. If you pull off the packing material, you have the drain spout sticking out from the bottom. We'll also have the prop rod that faces towards the inside of the bed, and the shelf right here that sits on top of the bed cap faces the bed cap. Basically, it's going to set in place like so and slide up towards the bulkhead like that. So before we set that in place, we're also going to take our drain tube and fit it right onto the drain spout. All right, so let me set this in place. I'm going to show you how this works. So I've got it all the way up against the bulkhead, but if I rotate this up, you'll notice that on the inside here we've got a channel that runs front to back in this rail. And that's for our clamping system. So these are the clamps that come with your kit. So let me go ahead and put this down and I'm going to show you the clamps and how they work. So what you want to do is you want to loosen up the clamps, just kind of take the clamp assembly apart. So you pull the bolt out, bolt and washer, set that to the side, and then you got the two halves. So you got the part that's got the threaded hole, and then you got the part that's got the long oval hole. We're going to set this to the side and only work with the part that has a long oval hole. So we're going to set this in place. Rotate it up, look at this channel. We're going to go to right about the center of the bed, and we're going to take the center clamp, set it into the channel. We're going to push in and snap it in place. Now that's nested into the channel. You can slide it backward and forward. Sometimes they're a little tighter, but you'll be able to slide it backward and forward to get it centered wherever you want along the bed of the truck. Now I'm going to go ahead and insert one for the rear. So we want to be kind of north of this pillar right here. So we're going to insert and snap into place. And then we want to be behind this pillar right here with the front clamp. Also, it's important to, as well, make sure you're behind where this screw is. So you got to be back behind that screw. I'm just going to go ahead and rotate that down. And again, make sure it's all the way up against the bulkhead. Now I'm going to start with a center clamp first. Let me go ahead and move this out of the way so that it's not in your way for seeing what's going on. So we're going to lift this up into the bed cap. This is the threaded portion. This foot on the clamp, we're going to nest it into the upper notch on this clamp here. So get it nested into that upper notch. Hold it together, and we're going to insert the bolt. And let's put it in there hand tight for right now. All right, now that's kind of made connection. Again, double check, make sure it's all the way up against the bulkhead. I'm going to do the same thing with this clamp here. Again, make sure it's nested into the upper notch. And reassemble that together with bolt and washer. And same with the rear clamp. All right, now that we've got everything kind of hand tight, what we're going to do is make sure that it's all the way pushed up against the bed cap and kind of bear down on it. And we're going to use a 1/2 inch wrench or ratchet and tighten all of these down to 10 foot-pounds. All right, next what we're going to do is we're going to address the drain tube. Now, if you had a drop-in bed liner, you probably have some openings around these tie downs. What you can do is just kind of route that into one of the openings, and then any kind of runoff water will just find the natural weep holes in the bed of the truck and evacuate that way. If you had a Husky Liners premium bed liner that wraps up the sides, those are waterproof, and you can basically just drop this down in between there, cut it, and the same thing, allow it to just run out the natural weep holes. If you have no bed liner or a spray-in bed liner like this, directly underneath this stake pocket, you've got a little plug that's right here. We're going to pull that plug out. Now, we don't have to have all of this running out through there, so we're just going to cut this down and feed that through that hole. And now we've got everything evacuating out of the bed of the truck. Make sure you repeat the same process for the passenger side. All right, so this is the way the cover is going to come out of the box. Now, I want to point your attention to these slam latches that have the straps attached to them. What we're going to do, if you grab the cover right here and you pull open, you're going to have the header panel that's right here. We can go ahead and pull that out. We're going to focus on this. So we've got a piece of tape that's right here. We're going to go ahead and peel that off. It's going to expose a couple of holes. And then we can go ahead and peel this back and look at the other side where we got another piece of tape covering the other side of the holes. Well, we're going to go ahead and discard that. Now, this right here is for our clip receiver. So when the clip receiver goes on, you want to make sure the opening of the receiver faces towards the clip, because that's what it's supposed to attach to. Before we set it in place, we're going to flip it upside down, and then in our kit, we're going to have a couple of seals. Go ahead and peel one of those off. And now we want to make sure that it's lined up properly to the bottom of the clip receiver. Just want to make sure it's lined up well to those two holes. All right, now we're going to go ahead and pull this back, and these two holes that are here, we've got a couple of threaded inserts that are in our kit. We're going to take and insert those into those holes. I'm going to hold those threaded inserts with one hand, pull this down, and then take my clip receiver, set it on top. And then take 2 of the screws out of our kit, put them right down through those holes. And before I tighten either one of them down, I like to get them both lined up and started. All right, why don't you get it nice and snug? No need to over tighten it. All right, now we're going to go ahead and rotate this over. Inside here, we're going to have a little channel that's mounted to the frame and to the cover. The channel has an opening that is for our cover retaining clamps. That's what these are right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this still and loosen up this star knob. Push up on the star knob. We've got a carriage bolt seated inside of here. And the carriage bolt has a little bit of a square head on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide the carriage bolt into here, and that channel is going to capture that square head so the carriage bolt can't spin inside the channel. Then if you see this notch right here, we want to make sure that notch is in the channel, and just go ahead and snug this down temporarily for right now. You also want to make sure that when you do that, bring that as far back on that channel as you can, because we're going to be laying this on top of our rail. We want to make sure this is not over where the rail is, because we're going to be setting that in place on top of the cover now. Make sure you go ahead and repeat the process for the cover retaining clamp and the latch receiver on the opposite side. All right, so next what we're going to do is set the cover up on top of the rails. Bring that back where it drops down over top of our bulkhead seal. All right, make sure we've got it centered side to side. All right, now one panel at a time, we're going to fold it back towards the tailgate. All right, now as we go with each panel, we want to make sure everything is centered side to side. You go ahead and remove any kind of packing material as we go as well. Let's bring that to the tailgate. All right, now we're going to go ahead and check engagement at the tailgate with the rear seal. So what we're going to do is close the tailgate, and then, yeah, we need to bring this back a little bit. So we're going to pull the whole cover backwards. All right, bring it in so it's nice and square. All right, perfect. Now we can one panel at a time fold it back very carefully so we don't shift the cover side to side, and then we can set it at the front. Okay, so right now we are underneath the cover on the driver's side, right behind the bulkhead. This is our cover retaining clamp. This is our rail that we just set the cover on top of. Now that we've got everything shifted exactly where it needs to be, we need to lock everything down. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and loosen up this cover retaining clamp, let this drop down. You'll notice we've got a groove right here. It's running through the jaw of the clamp. That groove needs to come over and capture the rail. Now also keep in mind this notch right here needs to stay inside that channel. So make sure the notch stays in the channel. Get the groove over top of the, or actually below, cradling the rail from below. And we're going to go ahead and tighten that down. Just get it nice and snug, no need to over tighten it. Then repeat the same process for the opposite side. Okay, now one last thing that we want to do is install our cab bumpers. Now if I rotate this up, you can see where it would be contacting the cab of the truck. We want to prevent that. So what we're going to do is we're going to install these cab bumpers that come out of our kit. So before we do that, we're going to go ahead and take our isopropyl alcohol again, and we are going to clean off the top edge of this frame all the way across. And that removes any kind of packaging dust or anything that might have gotten on there. Let that dry. And then one at a time. We're going to start with the center. We're going to put one right in the center. Let's go ahead and peel away the vinyl back adhesive protector. Go right up at the top edge of that frame. Install the first bumper there. And now we're going to come back over here and see where we get kind of close to the cab. So it's going to get close right about here. So we're going to install our next bumper right there. Right up to the top of the frame, bear down nice and tight. Bearing down is actually really important because it gives you good adhesion. This is a pressure sensitive adhesive, so it's important to bear down. And last one, I'll put it right over here. All right, here we go. Well, it's just that simple, and that concludes the installation.